Hey everyone, and welcome. Today, we are going to tackle a recipe that is, the absolute definition of comfort food. This stunning farmhouse honey-glazed roast chicken. Seriously, it looks and tastes like you've been working on it all day, but you and I will know it's one of the simplest and most rewarding meals you'll ever make.
Just listen to that. That quote just says it all, doesn't it? It perfectly captures what we're going for here. This beautiful, rustic meal where everything just roasts together in one pan, creating this amazing, sweet, and savory flavor. It's country cooking at its absolute coziest. Okay, let's get into how it's done.
All right, first things first, we've got to create the heart and soul of this dish, that golden glaze. Now, this isn't just about flavor. This is what's going to give our chicken that incredible, crispy, golden brown skin. It is our secret weapon. And would you look at these ingredients? So simple, you probably have most of this stuff in your pantry right now. You've got the honey for that sweetness, melted butter for richness, then the garlic and thyme bring in those savory, aromatic notes. And that apple cider vinegar, that's key. It adds just a little bit of tang to cut through all that richness. And of course, paprika for that beautiful color. It's just a perfect harmony of flavors.
And making it? Oh, it could not be easier. You literally just dump everything into a small bowl and give it a good mix until it's nice and smooth. That's it. In, less than a minute? You've just created the magic potion that's going to completely transform this chicken.
So, next up is the foundation of our one-pan wonder, the vegetables. This is where all that amazing flavor really starts to build. See, the chicken roasts right on top of this cozy bed of veggies, and all those delicious honey-glazed juices are going to drip down and flavor them while everything cooks together. It's incredible.
We're using some classic hearty vegetables here. Carrots, potatoes, parsnips, and an onion. They are just perfect for roasting because they get all sweet and tender in the oven. We'll toss them with a little olive oil and just a touch more honey to help them caramelize beautifully. Now, let's talk about chopping for a second. We want everything to cook nice and evenly, so the trick is to keep the cuts pretty uniform. Think chunky, bite-sized pieces for the carrots. Just quarter your potatoes, slice the parsnip into little rounds, and cut the onion into simple wedges. Super easy. And here is a fantastic little trick for you. Don't even bother with an extra bowl. Just toss everything right in the roasting pan itself. Add your oil, honey, salt, and pepper. Get your hands in there and give it all a good mix. Then just spread the veggies out in a nice, even layer. Boom! Fewer dishes to wash and way more flavor. All right, our prep work is officially done. It is time for the main event, the roasting masterclass. This is the part where you get to sit back, relax, and let your oven do pretty much all of the heavy lifting. First up, make absolutely sure your oven is preheated to 375 degrees Fahrenheit. That's 190 Celsius. This is kind of the sweet spot for roasting. It's hot enough to get that skin super crispy and cook the chicken through, but it's also gentle enough that it won't burn that beautiful honey glaze before the meat is actually done. Okay, so you take your whole chicken and nestle it right on top of that bed of vegetables. And now for the really fun part, grab that glaze we made earlier and just brush it generously all over the chicken. And I mean it, don't be shy. You want to cover every single nook and cranny.
Now, let's talk about the rhythm of the roast, because it is all about basting. So, after the first 20 to 30 minutes, you're going to open up that oven and baste the chicken with all those yummy pan juices. You'll do it again around the 40 to 60-minute mark. Trust me, this super simple step is the secret to getting that sticky, deeply caramelized, and incredibly flavorful skin.
Okay, but this is the big one, right? This is probably the #1 question when it comes to roasting a whole chicken. You've done all this beautiful work, and the absolute last thing you want is for it to be undercooked or, even worse, dry. So how can you be totally sure it's perfect? The answer is a number, 165 degrees Fahrenheit, or 74 Celsius. This is the magic number for perfectly cooked, safe chicken. And the most reliable way to check, really the only way, is with a meat thermometer. You just insert it into the thickest part of the thigh, but make sure you don't hit the bone. Once it reads 165, you are golden. All right, the chicken is out of the oven, your kitchen smells absolutely incredible, and the finish line is in sight. It is time for the final and very crucial steps before you can finally sit down and enjoy this amazing feast you've just created. Okay,
Listen up, because this step is non-negotiable. You absolutely must let that chicken rest for at least 10 minutes before you even think about carving into it. I know it's tempting, but if you cut it right away, all those delicious juices will run out onto your cutting board. Resting lets those juices redistribute all through the meat, and that guarantees every single bite is going to be moist and flavorful.
And here it is, the beautiful payoff. Carve up that juicy chicken and serve it family style, just surrounded by those gorgeous caramelized vegetables. If you want a final touch, you can drizzle a little extra warm honey over the veggies and add a sprinkle of fresh parsley for a pop of color and freshness. And that right there is your perfect rustic farmhouse plate. And if you're wondering what to serve with this masterpiece, my advice, keep it simple. Some fresh, crusty bread is a must for soaking up all those pan juices. Get some good quality butter, maybe pour a glass of crisp apple cider. It's the perfect way to round out all those sweet and savory flavors.
So, there you have it, a totally impressive, delicious, and just deeply comforting meal that all comes together in a single pan. The only question left is, are you ready to go create your own farmhouse feast? I think you are. Go for it and enjoy.